Hey guys, it's Tyler Delsack. Thanks for joining me. I'm with the Chord-Melody Toolbox, which is all about helping you build your own personal toolbox of tools, tricks, techniques, chord voicings to help you become a chord melody master. Today I am walking through a beautiful tune, Days of Wine and Roses. So before we start, I want you to download the PDF and follow along. I'm going to link to the original arrangement video. So be sure to check out the video, get it in your ear, follow along with the PDF. This video is simply just a walkthrough of that PDF so you can understand some of my thought processes, why I chose some of the voicings I did. And okay, without further ado, let's look at Days of Wine and Roses. So the first chord is a F major 7 with an A in the melody. Since A is the third of that chord, there's a few voicings that we have. And I want to just do a quick pause and say that the first few voicings that we choose really set the timbre and tone of our entire piece. So I kind of urge everyone to start wisely and pick something that sounds really unique. We're going to grab the listener's ear right from the get-go. So we have this obvious voicing here, which is just our standard F major 7 jazz chord. That sounds great. Instead of the fifth, we can also play the third again. So that sounds great as well. I'm also a fan of this voicing here. I'm barring the 5th fret and then playing the 7th and 8th frets on the D and A string. But since the A is in the melody, and it's also the third in the chord, we can substitute another note for that third, especially down in the lower register. So we can do a sus2, and that's very simple to do. If we bar the entire 5th fret, we can just lift up our third finger. So this chord is 8, 5, 5, 5, 5. Super cool. All right, let's move on to the A minor 7 flat 5 with an E flat in the bass. I chose this chord. And this is one of the chord inversions. So if you're new to the channel, check out my arpeggiated chord inversions or chord inversions in positions, because this is when this stuff kind of comes in handy, right? So in A minor 7, the positional chord inversions sound like this. And I'm going to use 2 of them right now. So I have my F major 7 sus2. Now that sounds great. Sounds a lot like a piano. And I'm landing on a D dominant 7. And right before our G minor 7, we have an opportunity to add a little bit of tension. And so I'm going to play this D7 flat 9. And we also need to find a G minor 7 with a C in the melody. So that's, G minor 11th. And we need to also grab the 9th. So or we can do there's always a few options to do it. You pick what works best for you. A third option would be sounds pretty cool. So let's work on this B flat minor chord. I do not think a minor 7 sounds good for this first note since we have an A in the melody. So if I were to play this B flat minor 7 with an A in the melody, it would sound like this. So fear not, the B minor 6 is to the rescue. Sounds a lot better. So we need to find it with this A in the melody. So we can play this just like I just showed you. We can also omit the B flat and just play these 4 notes up here. And just to further on down the road a little bit, or continue on, we're going to be doing this. And that's our melody note, this D flat, over our next few notes here. So a third option would be this chord, which is 8, 8, 6, 10 in the middle voicings. And we can omit the 1, which is our 3rd finger, and just play the shell voicing. That sounds great. And now we have to work on getting into our A minor 7 to D minor 7 run here. So and while I'm barring this A minor 7, I can kind of walk up. We're on G minor 7 for 2 bars. So what I did there was, after that G minor 7, we're playing this E minor 7 flat 5. Going down a whole step to the D minor 7 flat 5. To our G minor 9. To our C 7 flat 9. Our second part of the tune is almost identical, minus a few little embellishments. So we're still going to play our F major 7. So let me just explain a few things that I did there. Instead of just going to this G minor 7, I use this as an opportunity to create some like inner motion. And I wanted to continue that on, so that's a G minor 9 up to the G minor 11. B flat minor 6 shell voicing. But in this time, instead of going directly to B flat minor 6 again, I went to B flat minor 7. And then to B flat minor 6. So that sounds really nice. And then again, just barring and kind of continue on with the same motif here. Instead of going up and back down to D minor 7, we just ascend in melody. To the B minor 7 flat 5, E dominant 7. And now I have this cool little run here where we're just ascending in A minor 7 and D minor 7. But I'm going to play the A minor 7 with the major 3rd in the bass. D minor 11, D minor 7, G minor 9, C dominant 9, F major triad first inversion. So on that F major triad first inversion, I'm going to work on an entire video on that topic. Let me back up. There's so many tunes that have they land on the one, right? So you have the like an F major triad or major 7 chord with the 1 in the melody. There's also a lot of tunes that are in the key of E flat, which is very tricky on the guitar. So I was always struggling with, how do I play a nice sounding voicing that sounds big and full, because I want to end on a big note. So we can play this F6. That sounds good, but it's lacking some girth to it, for lack of a better word. We can put the 5th in the bass. That has more energy to it, but it's also lacks the resolution of having the 1. So you can kind of put your pinky on, if you can bar your pinky on both these. That can be quite tricky depending on your guitar setup and your ability. We can also play a major 7 chord. So this voicing here, it looks like a C triad down here, except we're putting our pinky on our major 7. Now we can bar using our 3rd finger, which has a little bit more mass than our pinky. So that has a little bit more, a stronger resolution to it. We've got a powerful 5th 1, the 1's in the bass as well. But it also, that major 7 really adds a lot of tension to it. So that might be your thing. That's totally cool. But I was thinking about this and this F major triad first inversion. So, and then grabbing the F with your pinky is a super strong sound. So the only thing, especially with Chord-Melody, if you're playing in a finger style, you want to give a lot of emphasis to not the 3rd, but these notes. Because that minor 2nd interval, I think, it does not sound that good. So you have to be careful on how you're playing it. So I might want to roll the fingers and then give a little bit more energy to the A and the D string. And you can also just omit the 3rd in general and just kind of bar this the 3rd fret here. And that sounds great also. All right, so that's Days of Wine and Roses, my arrangement. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it useful. I hope you learned something. If you did, please let me know below in the comments. And also, like, if you have any questions or clarity of why I chose this, or just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. So I will see you next time for the next video. I have some more arpeggio chord inversions coming your way, as well as some more arrangements. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, visit the Chord-Melody-Toolbox.com for a full PDF of this entire lesson, as well as the arrangement. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks. Take care.